Bow, what, you stupid huh? Bow, my wife? Huh?
I got Buki. Did you hear them lyrics before you decided to keep that baby?
NBA YoungBoy just crashed back down to rock bottom again. And guess what? Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya is right at the center of the storm. The whole mess exploded after YoungBoy dropped some jaw-dropping lyrics about Yaya being pregnant again and him allegedly telling her to get rid of it. Instead of letting the music speak, Yaya went into a full-blown meltdown, denying the rumors, taking aim at YoungBoy's wife's mother, and dragging their marriage through the dirt like it was nothing. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about one messy lyric or one pregnancy rumor. This beef is years in the making. We're talking old fights, ugly history, Yaya once stabbing YoungBoy's girlfriend during a pregnancy, and her long-standing obsession with him. This isn't new drama, it's a saga that refuses to die.
Never received $1 with that. Stop playing on me. You better go ask them what go on with over there, or whatever the thing going on. My little got slaughtered this morning. I ain't got no time for you.
In his new track off the Deshaun mixtape, YoungBoy rapped, "Now Yaya pregnant? Gotta make her get rid of it. This ain't the time, I told you no." That single bar lit the internet on fire. Blogs instantly speculating if Yaya was carrying his baby again. And let's keep it real. Nobody thought the idea was impossible. But Yaya wasn't about to sit quiet. Within hours, she jumped online and wrote, "I don't know where y'all getting this from, but I'm not pregnant still." Her denial didn't cool anything down. It only threw gasoline on the fire. Then out of nowhere, Jalen Michelle's mom, aka YoungBoy's mother-in-law, decided to dive in. Tina unleashed on Yaya through Instagram saying, "She's the child, she needs a psychiatrist. No means no, go find your own man." And just when it looked like things might calm down, Yaya fired right back with a ruthless rant. She didn't just go after Tina, she came for YoungBoy and his entire marriage to Jalen. Yaya wrote, "Ain't ish real about that marriage but them signatures on that paper?" And this is where things spiral out of control because Yaya wasn't just shutting down rumors anymore, she was straight up coming for YoungBoy's wife. She called their marriage fake and flipped the spotlight right back onto herself like she always does. But this isn't just harmless internet chatter. This is serious because Yaya's history speaks for itself. Whenever NBA YoungBoy tries to move on, she snaps. From tattooing his face on her arm, to allegedly helping him dodge prison by testifying in court, to that infamous stabbing that almost landed her behind bars, her obsession has always carried dangerous consequences. And now, with her blasting his wife while denying the pregnancy rumors, fans are asking the million-dollar question. Did Yaya really end a pregnancy with YoungBoy, or is this all just another twisted way to keep herself tied to him forever? And here's where it gets even messier. In those lyrics, YoungBoy rapped like he was the one telling her to end it. If that's true, then there's a whole other layer of drama behind the scenes that nobody's seeing. Because if he really pushed for that, it means his marriage is already hanging by a thread, and Yaya just yanked it even harder. The fallout could be catastrophic. His wife might not stick around, and Floyd Mayweather could get dragged into a scandal he's been trying to avoid for years. And let's be real, Yaya and YoungBoy's history has never been normal. It's always been toxic, violent, and explosive. Need proof? Roll it back to April 2020, when Yaya pulled up to YoungBoy's Houston house and went after LaPatra Jacobs, who was pregnant with YoungBoy's child at the time. That one night showed just how destructive Yaya's obsession can really get. Court docs reveal Yaya admitted to unlawfully and intentionally causing bodily harm with a knife, a charge that could have landed her 20 years behind bars. But instead of prison time, prosecutors cut her a deal: 6 years of deferred probation, 40 hours of community service, and strict orders to never come near or threaten LaPatra again. That's why, instead of being locked away, Yaya has still been out here circling YoungBoy's orbit like nothing ever happened. And here's where it gets even crazier. This wasn't just some random jealous outburst. Yaya has always been tangled up with YoungBoy in ways that scream obsession. From viral tattoos of his face, to blasting his girlfriends online, to threatening anyone who dares question her place in his life. She's made it crystal clear. She's not letting go. But that obsession has a price. Every time YoungBoy tries to settle down, whether with Jalen Michelle or any of the other women in his world, Yaya somehow finds a way back into the spotlight, usually by stirring up chaos that drags his name right back into headlines. And this pregnancy scandal? This might be her boldest move yet. Because if his lyrics are real and YoungBoy really pressured her to end it, then this isn't just messy gossip. This is a decision that could tear apart his marriage, torch his family life, and spark serious questions about Yaya's state of mind. And don't forget the family ties here. Yaya isn't just some ex-girlfriend. She's Floyd Mayweather's daughter. And despite all the drama, Floyd has always publicly defended her, showing up in court and flexing his wealth to shield her from the worst outcomes. But if the whispers are true, if his daughter secretly ended another pregnancy with YoungBoy, how long can Floyd keep cleaning up her mess before it blows back on his own legacy? Let's keep it real. Floyd Mayweather's entire empire is built on control. In the ring, he controls the fight. In business, he controls the money. But when it comes to his daughter, she's been out here spiraling out of control, attacking women, starting chaos, and now caught in rumors of being pressured into ending pregnancies. That kind of headline doesn't just embarrass a family, it stains even a billionaire brand. And this is exactly why fans are whispering that NBA YoungBoy is crumbling under the weight of it all. He's stuck in a messy triangle, a wife he's legally tied to, an ex who refuses to back off, and a father-in-law figure who happens to be one of the most powerful athletes alive. That's pressure nobody wants to face. YoungBoy has always poured his pain into music. Every meltdown, every fight, every heartbreak, he bleeds into his tracks. But this latest lyric about Yaya, "Now Yaya pregnant, gotta make her get rid of it." Oh, hit different. Fans swear it sounds like regret, almost like he's not just exposing her but confessing his own demons too. And it's making people think, is YoungBoy unraveling right before our eyes? Remember, this man is only 25 and already has over 11 kids with different women.
The wrong with you, man? I'm on different time and I'm not living in a different world. And yes, I am real demanding with a real illness. I ain't crazy, but I never ain't say I was up. Well, wasn't up. Dumb.
Add a legal wife at home, non-stop drama from exes, and a mountain of court cases. It's no wonder insiders say his mood has turned darker than ever. Being locked down in Utah on house arrest, fighting charges while trying to crank out music, has only made the pressure heavier. Instead of finding peace, he's drowning in scandals. And every lyric he drops feels more like a cry for help than a hit record. YoungBoy keeps dragging the drama into his music, dropping bars about Yaya's pregnancy knowing it'll explode all over the blogs. Meanwhile, his wife Jaslyn Michelle has stayed completely silent. No reaction to Yaya's denial, no clapback to the comments, nothing. But silence doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes it's just damage control. And if Yaya's claim is true, that the marriage is nothing but signatures on paper, then YoungBoy's whole family man image is hanging on by the thinnest thread. And here's where Floyd Mayweather's shadow looms large, because while YoungBoy tries to look settled down, he's still tangled with the daughter of one of the richest, most powerful men in sports. And Floyd isn't just wealthy. He's got top-tier lawyers, deep connections, and unmatched control. Insiders say Floyd has been quietly pulling strings to shield Yaya, even when she goes too far. Let's not forget, Floyd is the reason Yaya walked away with probation instead of prison time after the LaPatra Jacobs stabbing. He showed up, flexed his influence, and kept her free. And word is, Floyd's been keeping his distance from YoungBoy in public because he knows the chaos around his daughter could stain his carefully polished legacy. But here's the real problem. Every time YoungBoy puts Yaya in a song, Floyd's name gets dragged back into the storm. And now, with whispers about Yaya allegedly ending another pregnancy under pressure, this is no longer just messy gossip. This is the kind of scandal that ties together domestic drama, mental health struggles, and allegations of forced decisions. If fans start believing this story, the Mayweather empire could take a major hit because no amount of money can fully clean a mess this dirty. You know how cancel culture moves. Once people start connecting the dots, it's not just YoungBoy or Yaya that take the hit, it's Floyd's billion-dollar empire too. And that's why so many fans are saying YoungBoy looks like he's breaking down. He's juggling too many enemies, too many women tied to his name, and now his own lyrics are exposing choices that could blow up his marriage, sink his career, and eat away at his sanity. But Yaya didn't just deny the pregnancy rumor. She went nuclear. She came for YoungBoy's wife's mom, dragged Jalen herself, and dared the internet to question her place in YoungBoy's life. The way she's moving, it looks like she'd rather burn everything down than ever let go. That's not love. That's chaos in its purest form. And here's the twist. This isn't just Yaya versus Jalen's mom anymore. Fans got locked into the drama after YoungBoy's lyric and Yaya's fiery denial, and the internet turned it into a full-on battlefield. The reactions show just how divided people are when it comes to this love triangle. Some see Yaya as unhinged, while others think she's the only one bold enough to expose the truth. One fan jumped in defending Jalen, writing, "His wife is one of the strongest humans on this planet." And that single comment lit up threads, with people arguing if Jalen is quietly holding it all together or if she's just another player trapped in YoungBoy's endless cycle of women and drama. One fan turned the whole thing into pure comedy, writing, "Nick Cannon has 24 hours to respond." But not everyone was laughing. Some fans used the moment to call out the whole baby mama culture tied to YoungBoy. One viral comment said, "Too many in this generation have become comfortable with just being a baby mama, not realizing they deserve more than what they've settled for. I had one child and chose to stop there until I know a man is fully committed to me and only me. I refuse to contribute to the cycle." Then came the raw and unfiltered takes. One blunt fan wrote, "To be honest, I don't feel bad. Bro got like 22 kids and y'all still letting him mess with y'all unprotected. That's 100,000,000% y'all fault." That post exploded because it cut through all the excuses and hit on what people have been whispering for years. YoungBoy's reputation is finally catching up to him. What used to be brushed off as he's young, he's wild has now turned into he's reckless. And the women in his life are the ones paying the price. And for Yaya, who already has a criminal record and a son with YoungBoy, the sympathy is gone. Fans don't buy her denials anymore. They see her as addicted to the drama, no matter how much it destroys her public image. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather has been ghost quiet. No statements, no interviews, no press spin. Nothing. And that silence speaks volumes, because every time Yaya blows up online, Floyd's billion-dollar empire takes another hit. Whether he wants to admit it or not, Floyd Mayweather built his empire on discipline and control, but his daughter keeps proving she's the one thing he can't control. And if the whispers about her secretly ending another pregnancy are true, then Floyd's name is now tied to headlines about violence, toxic obsession, and forced choices, the kind of stains that could haunt his spotless legacy for years. Meanwhile, NBA YoungBoy looks like a man unraveling in real time. His music drips with pain, regret, and non-stop drama. His ex is calling his marriage fake. The internet is running wild with theories, and even his mother-in-law is firing shots online. His fan base is clowning him for having more kids than he can even handle, while his wife gets praised as the only one holding things together. But to many, the whole ship looks like it's sinking fast. And here's the craziest part. This might only be the beginning, because if Yaya really feels like she's being iced out of YoungBoy's life, she's not the type to fade away quietly. No, she doubles down, spills secrets, and drags everyone into the fire with her. That could mean more digs hidden in YoungBoy's music, even louder clapbacks from Jalen's family, and maybe, just maybe, Floyd finally stepping in if things get too messy to ignore. But here's the dangerous truth. When obsession, money, and fame collide, the fallout is always bigger than the rumor. And right now, this alleged ended pregnancy scandal isn't just threatening to blow up YoungBoy's family, it's creeping toward Floyd Mayweather's billion-dollar brand too. So here's the real question. Was YoungBoy's lyric just another wild bar meant to stir up attention? Or was he confessing something real about Yaya ending a pregnancy? Because her quick denial didn't convince anybody, and the way she lashed out at Jalen's mom, it almost sounded like guilt talking. If that's the case, then how deep does this story really go? Did Yaya ever make the choice freely, or was she pressured? And if so, what does that mean for Jalen's marriage, for YoungBoy's stability, and for Floyd's silence while his daughter's name keeps getting dragged through the mud? Something about this story doesn't add up. But the receipts we've been digging into suggest the truth is closer than people think. Don't forget to hit like, drop a comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what I'm about to drop next might just confirm if Yaya really ended it. And trust me, you don't want to miss this bombshell.